Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I thought I'd do a little video today showing you how I sharpen my pastel pencils. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Okay, so here you can see I have a few things on my desk. Here I have a pot of water. It's rather large because it's usually for cleaning my paintbrushes. And here is the pencil sharpener that I use. It's a swordfish crank handle. It's the best that I have found. I really like it because you can buy replacement blades for really quite cheap. They're about $7 a blade, and when the blades last a few months, sometimes more, then I find it a really worthy investment. I know a lot of people sharpen with knives and sandpaper, which I found it works well, but it's just time consuming. And when you're on a time constraint, such as, if you're having to work and do art at the same time, I just don't want to spend the time sitting there sharpening my pencils with a knife and sandpaper. Other people, they use the little small disposable ones. They're really great too, but they don't last you long, of course, because they're cheaper. So I really just don't find that they work for me. If you find something that works great for you, that's fantastic. But for me, I work a lot, and so I need something quick and easy so I can get my portraits done and not spend a bunch of time faffing around. Okay, so the way that this works is I discovered this in the early, probably 4 months ago. And so all you do is you just dip your pencil in the water and give it a shake to get the excess off. And what the water does is it softens the top layer of the pastel, which then makes it easier to sharpen, and it won't blunt the blade in here because it's softer. And it also softens the wood a touch too, but it's not so soft that it's going to make your pencil lead break, okay? But if you do leave your pastels in water, it will soften the lead all the way through and it will become super crumbly. So I do not suggest that you leave your pastel pencils in water. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my pastel pit pencils. Pastel pit pencils are great for detail. They have a really hard lead, and so they're really great at getting those strong lines in. Okay, so I've wet the tip and I'm just going to pop it in. So when you're sharpening your pastels, you really need to be careful with how many cranks you're doing, because these are quite gentle. It's not like colored pencils where you can go round and round and round and it will automatically stop sharpening the pencils. You have to feel it, okay? So you'll feel the resistance of the pencil, right? And I tend to check it every 2 or 3 turns. You see, so that was about 2 turns, and it's already given it a really great point, right? Okay, so here comes the Carbothello. Carbothello has a really soft lead. These are really great as like your first pastel pencils. I really recommend this brand to be your first ones because they're able to lay down flat colors really well. And so what that means is that you're not using as much pastel pencils to give yourself a base, right? And then you can use either your pastel pits over the top, or you can sharpen your Carbothellos to give yourself the detail. Versus if you do an entire drawing in the pastel pits by Faber-Castell, it eats up a lot of pastel because of the fact that the lead's harder. And so you're having to press harder to get the same amount of pastels. Okay, so we just dip it in the water, flick it to get the excess off, pop it in, okay. And there we go, nice and easy. All right, so here's my final brand that I have. This is a it's not Faber-Castell. This is Caran d'Ache. It's a Switzerland type pastel pencil. These are incredible, but they're also extremely expensive. They have a huge range of colors, more than the other brands. but they are expensive. And they are worth it as you get more into pastel pencils. So these have a very, very soft lead, so you have to be really gentle with them. Another thing is that they are slightly wider than the other pencils, and so you have to be careful putting the pastel pencil into the sharpener and taking it out, because you just need to be a little bit more careful not to ding it, and then that could cause the lead to break. Okay, so pop it in. So that brings it forward, and you got to feel it, right? So I'm having to use quite a lot of force to bring this out. Ooh, there. Okay, so it's not there yet. And I just got rid of the tip there, but as you can see, it sharpened it really well, and it just took the tip off a little bit, so you could put it in there as another chance and sharpen it just a little touch if you really wanted to, or you can leave it like this. And so don't forget, guys, you don't always need a fully sharp pencil to do your pastels. You know, like this is extremely sharp. You know, you can use this stuff for the whiskers or the final really light hairs, you know, so you don't need them this sharp all the time, but it's really great for when you're doing like an 8x10, or I don't particularly suggest a 5x7, but if you're doing a 5x7 and you need that detail in, then it's really great to have the chance to sharpen your sharpen your pencils to this kind of a point. Alright, so I really hope you found this video helpful. If you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.